Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I just read Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 77. Um, so clearly this is a different style of video, right? I want to make Dragon Ball content. What the reason why I've been so spacey lately is because it's just I don't have enough time in my schedule to make Dragon Ball content. So I'm gonna try this new style of sort of just keeping it loose. Like I don't have a real script, just the central idea, the central topic for the video. More of a like I guess podcast radio style where it's just I don't have to write anything. I can just talk, give my thoughts, and put it out. Cause I'm the kind of person that would like to get a new piece of Dragon Ball content every day. Like I would like to, see a new video, and those days in between, it's never fun. So I want to be able to provide, content like that, at least Monday through Friday. I think 5 videos a week sounds good. But yeah, I'm gonna keep them pretty low maintenance, and that way I can just get content out and we can talk Dragon Ball and have these discussions, theories, and predictions and all that fun stuff that I like to do. So moving on to chapter 77, I just read the chapter, and I thought it was a pretty good chapter, and the only thing is with that is that excuse me, is that it's a great chapter. Like, yeah, I would go as far to say a great chapter. It's a great Dragon Ball chapter, but it's the reason it's great is because it slick has nothing to do with the story. Well, hold on, that's not what I mean. But it's mostly a flashback, right? Detailing how Granola, Monaito, and for a time Granola's mother were saved by Bardock, right? A Saiyan is the reason. Saiyans who are the reason that Granola's people are dead are a Saiyan is also the reason he's alive. That kind of irony or just tragedy of it. So and all of that's cool and great, but it's like the flashback isn't what's going on currently in the story. What's going on currently in the story is that Granola is fueled by revenge and dealing with Goku and Vegeta. This chapter had nothing to do with Goku and Vegeta, and and it somehow still is a great chapter. It's great despite Goku and Vegeta at this point. A lot of the pushback was a line from Vegeta that he was saying that Goku may have inherited Bardock's kindness, or how it just runs in the family, and people feel that kind of undermines a lot of the Saiyan mythology, and just it's a somewhat of a retcon, and all that is kind of true, but I mean, if you don't take it so literally, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, it's the chapter was great not because of the main characters Goku and Vegeta. It was great because of Bardock, who, even if you don't know who Bardock is, he just looked cool when he stepped on the scene. Like, they had that great shot of him, like I heard Mastar joke it sounded like the setup to a porno. But it's a great like shot, and then you see him in the crater opening, and you just see him. He looks cool. It's like Goku with edge, right? And I think that's overall the appeal of the Bardock character ever since the Bardock special. It's Goku but with some edge, that kind of anti-hero that just people they gravitate towards that. Goku's cool, but he can be kind of ditzy and just a little too nice, and it's just historically, two nice guys have not just been the one people want to just embrace all the time. People like a person, a colorful person with who's a bit complicated, and that is Bardock entirely. Especially, it's put on full display here. I mean, now, is it kind of weird that he just all of a sudden feels like saving people? A little, but not when you realize that was the whole point of them showing that flashback within the flashback. That it's like he's been touched recently by the birth of his child Goku, and just knowing of that connection, seeing this mother and their child, he feels like maybe this is a way of making up for all of his, missed time with his children. And I have another video coming up about how, what, the deeper meanings behind that flashback within a flashback and what they could mean for the greater Dragon Ball landscape. But yeah, it was really exciting to see Bardock and him just dealing with, the conflict of emotions that he was dealing with, because you can tell he was conflicted. It's not in him to spare lives, but he felt moved by that scene of was it Musuli? I forget the pronunciation of her name, but Granola's mother and Granola, seeing them, it moved him, and it was something that even the reader could feel. That moment, like the best moments in comics or manga are the ones where there are no speech bubbles. It's just the picture, and you can it just resonates, like the story is being told without the character speaking or any narrator, and you can just feel the story. And that's what was so great about this chapter. It makes it almost, I think you could call it a 10 out of 10 chapter, because of just the feelings that resonate within you, but through the character Bardock. And I got another video talking about how just, the power of this one character and how maybe they could develop more stories around them, and that I think a lot of people would be interested in. But I mean, staying focused on just the chapter, 77 review, I loved how the story just felt grounded. It felt as if it was, even though what becomes of Bardock, you felt the stakes were a bit higher. You felt like the struggle and the torment and the tragedy and all of those darker elements to the world of Dragon Ball, they hit all in this one chapter. And it made for very interesting, very exciting. There was action, there's lore, there's continuities, like the whole thing with Leak and that scar on his head. It pays off a lot of things in Dragon Ball that a lot of fans who can be a bit harsh, excuse me, a little harsh reviewing the story, can be a bit dismissive of. There's clearly a certain level of respect for what's going on in Dragon Ball, even though there's, inarguably some lazy writing being done. But it definitely wasn't the case here. It was a great chapter. I'm very curious to see how this information changes Granola. I don't see why it would. The Saiyans still, killed all of his, all of the Ceruleans minus him, and then I guess the Heaters killed Granola's mom, but he never liked them anyway. So it's not like oh, now I really hate the Heater. It's like, nah, it's like he was already kind of done with them. So I'm sure as soon as he took care of the Saiyans and Frieza, eventually he would have taken care of the Heaters, because he was done with them. He tired of them and being subjugated to their whims and everything. So I'm very curious to see if he finally just decides to turn on a dime, because before he didn't really seem interested in anything that will go against his his plan for revenge. The Goku and Vegeta said they weren't bad guys. He said the Saiyans were dead, said Frieza was dead, all these things. Granola didn't care. Oatmeal, his AI was telling him like, hey man, I don't think this is a good idea or whatever. Maybe we should think about this. Granola didn't care. But now Monaito comes and drops this information on him. Is this really the thing that turns him around? I don't know how if that's really gonna be the case, if that does anything. I mean, I guess so. I guess this will be another mark, I guess you could say, against them for like lazy writing. Like all of a sudden he gets it now, huh? Like you couldn't get that before, but no, it's really good, and it's technically the first part of the new Bardock special. You know, the new Bardock special. That's what chapter 77 was. Part 1 of the new Bardock special, and part 2 is gonna be revealed in chapter 78. Gas is going off to pursue Bardock and Granola and Monito, and you know it's all gonna come to a head somehow. We both know Gas and Bardock, you know, or rather, well, yeah, we know Gas and Bardock make it past that point. Gas being alive, present day, and Bardock, you know, doing what he did in the, I guess you say the Broly movie, since the Bardock special isn't really, I don't know. It's like maybe I should make a video deciding which part is canon, or you know what is, you know, that whole debate. But anyways, we know they make it past this night, right? That all the characters make it past this night. So I'm curious as to how they'll make this story, you know, this conflict interesting, knowing what comes from it. But I mean, hey, I knew what comes from the characters going into this, you know, flashback special, and I still was very much interested. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the next chapter more than I have in a long time. It's Bardock is must see TV, so to speak. You know, that's just how it is, and I can't wait to see what happens. So yeah, I'm gonna be rolling out videos Monday through Friday now, with this kind of more just free form and just kind of letting it fly. That way I can just put out content. Let me know how you feel about this. Maybe I'm kidding myself here. Maybe you don't want to hear me ramble about Dragon Ball. Maybe you like my more precise video essay breakdowns. You know, I find those, you know, I really like rewatching those, and I guess this kind of content is more so just to be consumed once or whatever. I guess you could look at it that way. But I guess that's why you make it 5 times a week, right? So I think it'll be fun. I think we'll be able to put a lot more creative ideas and theories and predictions into the community, and you know, actually contribute to the fandom versus just, you know, being another person there. So like this review video was probably the most basic it will be. I think we'll definitely Court Jester over here at Court Jester, we're definitely gonna have topics and videos that other channels aren't gonna cover, or you know, even think to talk about. So real excited about this. Subscribe, of course, like and subscribe if you made it this far to the video. More videos coming soon. Definitely got another one coming tomorrow, and next Monday through Friday. And Dragon Ball FF is still coming. I got a new 9 to 5 now, so I can actually put some money aside for raising enough, you know, capital, I guess, fucking Fortune CEO biz, Fortune 500. We'll edit this part out. I got a 9 to 5 now. I got a 9 to 5 now, so I can actually put some money aside and, you know, buy a new Tenkaichi 3 disc until I get the PC version, which has like, that'll have all the mod characters. I'll be able to put in the mod characters, and that'll really expand, you know, what is possible with the Dragon Ball FF story when we're not just limited to the ones, you know, that come in the game. I may start a GoFundMe for that just to make it go a little faster, but I think we'll be good. I don't know. I may start a GoFundMe just to see if I can do it. And maybe if it doesn't work out, then we'll just, you know, I'll just buy the thing myself. But I'd be curious to see how much, you know, the community, how much my subscribers actually want new episodes of Dragon Ball. That would be their opportunity to, you know, show. So who knows? Maybe I'm thinking about it. But yeah, thanks for watching. More videos coming soon. Subscribe for those new Dragon Ball videos, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.